You know, on this channel I've talked a lot about Star Wars and Marvel because I love those themes. I'm hugely into pop culture, so that stuff is just right up my alley. Those sets are very detailed, very intriguing, and you know, a lot of blood, sweat and tears was put into most of them. But sometimes you just want something simple. Something so simple it becomes beautiful in its own right. Today I want to talk about the epitome of that idea, the Downtwon Noodle Shop. Now there is a lot to love about this set. I'm generally a fan of any and every cheaper LEGO creator building they release. I absolutely love the big modulars, but at an average price point of almost $200, these sets just aren't affordable for everyone. These sets though carry a similar quality of detail into a much cheaper price realm, so I just gotta praise the set already. Especially at a $45 price point, this set outperforms most other sets at a similar price point. I mean, just look at the new Batmobile. $50. And I mean, in these chaotic times, just sitting down at some point and building some LEGO and not thinking about any other crazy shit happening can be very therapeutic. I think this is the perfect model for a time like that. Nothing over the top or anything to get upset about, especially not a small but nice selection of minifigures. Now this set comes with 2 minifigures and a brick-built dog. These creator sets never have the same number of minifigs, and most of the time they also aren't nearly as detailed. Let's take the cook as an example here. He doesn't have any type of leg printing and is overall just nothing crazy. The torso looks fine, and I just gotta say, I really like his face. It's been used in a couple of other sets as well, but I just really like it. I can't explain why, but it works well with the hair. Now this set does depict an East Asian noodle shop, and this guy doesn't look very Asian, but it fits the LEGO idea that yellow characters represent all ethnicities. The other figure coming in this set does look a little cooler. Again, no leg printing, which is very common with creator figures, but the torso is nicer than on the cook. I like the way the jacket looks, and it kind of reminds me of Lucas Sinclair's jacket from Stranger Things. The hair looks fine, and the face actually has a little hearing aid on the side, which is nice. Some representation is always cool to see. So as I mentioned, these figures aren't top of the line stuff, but they do their job. They're simple figures to go with a simple build. Not every minifig in the city has to have some high level detail. These simple but effective designs work more than well. And even though I'd have preferred a molded dog, this brick built one is fine as well, and in line with all the other creator 3-in-1 animals. Also ignore the grey E, I used the brown one somewhere in the build and I don't know where, but if we're already talking about the build, let's look at the Downtwon Noodle Shop. Now I'm gonna start by saying that this model is absolutely beautiful. I love the downtown corner store aesthetic, looks like something straight out of Chinatown. Like I'd know, I'm from fucking Germany. When this set was revealed, I was really excited for it. I got the previous 2 entries of the 3-in-1 building line and I really quite liked those. So seeing another addition to that small collection after 2 whole years was really refreshing, especially considering that the normal creator line mostly consists of buildable creatures these days. And I gotta say, this build keeps up with the quality of the last 2, even though it is a little thinner than both. It has a base of 8 studs, which puts it more in line with something like the Sanctum from 2018. But I don't think it needed more space, especially since it gives you multiple ways of displaying it. In this corner style, the logo of the noodle shop really pops out and highlights the store quite well. The store itself reminds me of the ramen store in Naruto, which is just reminiscent of traditional East Asian noodle restaurants. It looks really good with a bunch of small little details, and the canopy gives it this nice Chinese/Japanese look that you can find in many old East Asian temples. The outer area above the restaurant looks beautiful as well, and we actually found a little bonsai looking tree on the roof of the house along with an antenna. Moving to the inside, on the other side of the house we have a little kitchen, of course belonging to the noodle store, and above it we have a little apartment with a few nice details. The other side has a single area which leads onto the roof with a little door right next to it. This does look weird if you keep it in the corner position, but you also have the ability to fully close the build. You can't access the inside anymore, but the outside isn't too shabby either. The only awkward part now is this corner piece. The vending machine actually looks really cool, and I quite like the lamp, even though I lost the sticker for the street sign. But of course, these sets are always modular, so you can just take off this part, which allows us to immediately transition to the next way of displaying it, the facade. I really like how this looks, and this is personally how I'm gonna display it as well. The door's a little useless again, but it looks cool and gives a consistent look to the roof. This set also comes with a little side build though. The ice cream mobile looks really cute and provides some extra play features. The ice cone on top is also incredibly well built. As you might have been able to guess, I really like this set. It's simple yet beautiful. If you ask me, I'd absolutely recommend you get this set. I wish LEGO made more sets like this that are a little more affordable yet still have the level of care and love poured into them. But tell me what you think. Do you like this set? Remember, if you enjoyed, to like and subscribe, and until next time, goodbye.